Welcome to Boss Up Babes, helping babes show up, boss up, and thrive. With #1 best-selling author, global influencer, and ultimate boss babe, Karissa Adkins. Karissa is a health and wellness expert and CEO of the 365 Daily Hustle, here to help mompreneurs and career-focused women boss up and reclaim their healthiest life. She is a pro at cutting through the BS and inspiring massive breakthroughs that help women create healthy routines and habits that facilitate personal and professional growth. Are you ready to reclaim your best life, take action, and be a badass boss babe? Let's get to it. Hey there, hey queens, how are you doing today? Happy Tuesday, another beautiful day to just celebrate. Honestly, you guys all know, right? Like my Mondays or Tuesdays are packed with energy and I'm so excited, probably because, we always drop a new episode of Boss Up Babes every Tuesday. But listen, you guys, you're here, if you're a busy entrepreneur, if you're looking to boss up in your life, health, or business and really create that ultimate wealth, you are in the right place. I am your host, Karissa Adkins, and today we're continuing on the conversation, all the juicy conversation questions that I tend to get asked pretty often, honestly, whether it's in the DMs or after I just got done speaking on a stage. Like people always come up and ask those deeper questions. Just like the last week's episode was, we talked about why I do what I do. And let's see what else. We talked about what I would recommend to women who want to be healthy and fit and stay healthy forever. I talked about how fitness positively influences my life and where that journey of fitness really began for me. So today is kind of like a part 2. So if you missed the part 1, like go back to last week, you guys, you can listen to this podcast on all, over 40 different listening platforms. Honestly, you can watch it on motivationandsuccesstv.com, Roku, soon to be coming. So yay, celebrating that win. So today we're going to talk about a little bit deeper dive. We're going to talk about what you need to be doing, or the golden rules for nutrition. Like these are things that I literally do every single day of my life. Okay. We're going to talk about the 3 mistakes that women make when trying to have a healthier fitness plan, right? And then we're going to talk about some of the biggest keys to my success, personal and professional. And then we're going to wrap it up with how I stay motivated, because that is the biggest thing, right? So many women are like, yeah, but how do you stay motivated on your fitness and health journey? So before I kind of dive into all of that, you guys, I have a fun challenge that is literally launching in a couple of days. It's July 1st through the July 31st. I'm hosting a free health and wellness challenge. It's called the 31-Day Healthy Habits Challenge, and it's being held over in my Healthy Hustle Facebook group. So you can just literally go onto Facebook. If you're not a member already, go onto Facebook, search the Healthy Hustle. You're going to find mine, come up right away, join the group. Right? And then once you join, I promise you, I will tag you in all the videos and kind of get you prepared for this amazing challenge. I mean, it comes with an action guide. It comes with accountability. It comes with support and guidance and love. And it truly is building healthy habits, right? Holistic habits that are life-changing, life transformational. So it's habits around fitness, it's habits around nutrition, habits around mindset upgrading, habits around self-care. Like we're hitting all kinds of habits in just the short amount of 31 days. And I promise you, if you show up and you give it your all, you will feel like an unstoppable queen when you're done. So go on over to the Healthy Hustle Facebook page, join the challenge today. Now, my mission is for every woman who struggles with food and with energy and exercise and maybe that negative mindset and tons of stress, to have a plan of action, to know that they are worthy of love and health and total abundance. My intention is for every woman to walk away from, last week's podcast and this week's podcast to feel empowered, to feel inspired, to feel motivated, to boss up to that next level and ultimately become the best versions of themselves. So like I mentioned last week, we talked about how to stay healthy forever. We talked about, how fitness has impacted my life. And we talked about what I do and why I do it. So today, let's go ahead and continue that conversation, shall we? So let's just dive right in. Grab that piece of paper and a pen. If you're a personal development junkie like me, every time you listen to an amazing podcast, you're like, oh, I got to write that down. That's amazing, right? So grab your favorite pen and paper and let's get to it. So when it comes to nutrition, there are 3 golden rules I live by. And over the years, I've really found these rules to be easy to follow. And if I follow these rules, I've not only been able to lose over 85 pounds the right way, but I've been able to keep off that weight. Nobody, no woman that I've ever gotten on a phone with says, yes, Karissa, I want to lose my next 20 pounds. And then in a year and a half, I'm going to hire you again to lose it again. Like, that's insanity, right? Like, nobody wants to lose the weight today only to gain it back and then have to hire another coach to do it all again. So these are just simple rules. Like I said, the golden rules. This is how I live my life every single day. And when I follow these rules, it allows me to keep the weight off and maintain that sexy 6-pack year round that so many women crave, yet so many women find it hard to sustain. And I'm telling you, it's doable. And I'm not a competitor. I'm not a bodybuilder. Like, I choose this lifestyle because I love waking up every day, not having to guess what outfits I'm going to put on that I'm going to like. I go into a store. I don't even have to try on clothes anymore. So it saves time because I know what size I am. No more guessing of, am I a 12? Am I a 14? Am I a 16? Like, no, I'm a size small and I get that. So the 80-20 rule, right? We're going to start off with the first rule, the 80-20 rule. And these are some of the rules that I teach my clients, right, to adapt, but I also go into depth with them, obviously, right? Because it's not just about what you're eating. It's not about when you're eating. It's not about the food itself. It's about a lot about who you're being, right? Becoming that mindful eater, becoming, or creating a better relationship with food so that food doesn't consume your everyday thoughts. Okay. So yes, when I work with my clients, I go into way more in depth, but really when it comes down to it, someone asked me 2 weeks ago after I got off the stage in Albuquerque, she said, yeah, but what do you do for nutrition? Because you see, I was there for a talk on how to help women become the champion of their lives. So we talked a lot about mindset. Okay. So the 80-20 rule, right? Meaning 80% of my day is clean food. Right? And I'll get to what clean food is here in a minute. But the 80% of all of my meals have been prepared by my hands. They have been prepared in my kitchen, and they have been prepared on a Sunday so that in between my coaching calls, I can literally run downstairs, heat my food up, take 15, 20 minutes to eat my meal, and then go right back to work. So it really like 80% of my meals are clean eating. Now, what is clean eating? This is going to look different for everyone. Everybody's body is different, right? There's no right or wrong. We just have to figure out what works for you, which is another reason why you should work with a professional, a nutritionist, a practitioner, a coach, etc. Okay. So we have to figure out which foods, are good for your body. So personally, in 2019, I got a food sensitivity test done. I was having all kinds of symptoms. My hair was falling out. I had eczema all over my body. I had shingles in my eyes for the first time ever. I was like, oh my God, this is like so painful, so itchy. Everything was just terrible, right? The hair was falling out in handfuls. And I realized that, yes, stress had a lot to do with it. Trust me. And that I could do a whole podcast show on just stress and why we need to reduce stress. But it was because I was also putting foods into my body that my body were like rejecting. So I personally found out that I need to be gluten-free, that I need to go dairy-free, that I can't eat eggs, and that I need to start eliminating lactains, right? And soy. So when I first got that news, I was like, oh my God, what am I supposed to eat, right? Like chicken and avocados? Like, thank God I'm not, I don't have a sensitivity to that. but I just picked one, right? One at a time. So I did gluten first, and then I did dairy, and then I did eggs, and then I'm still starting to work on the soy and all those other things. But it's a process, it's a journey, and every journey starts with one step. Okay. So if that's you and you just found out that you need to start eliminating certain foods and you're feeling overwhelmed, just pick one. Just pick one. Okay. So 80% of my food is clean food for me. Okay. 20% is fun food. Notice I didn't say bad food, because bad food is just food, right? I mean, what's good for me is bad for you, and what's bad for you is good for me. So it's not bad. Plus, when we label certain foods as bad, it makes us think negative towards that food. So the next time, if you view pizza as bad, right? The next time you see pizza, you're going to say, oh, this was bad. I ate this. I'm a bad person. I'm a failure. And then the whole negative mindset comes with it. So I follow the 20% rule because all clean food would eventually lead to me like binging and like losing my mind and opening a bag of Doritos and just, right? Like just going crazy with that. So if I give myself a little bit of the fun food that I really do love, but I pair that with 80% of good food, it creates that balance, right? I don't feel restricted. I don't feel like I've had to give up all my food. I don't feel like I have to give up the glass of wine with my girlfriends or my husband at night. 80-20 rule, super easy to follow. The second rule under nutrition is eat the rainbow. Ladies, oh my gosh, this is one of the easiest ones to start implementing. Now, when you think of the rainbow, you've got yellow, you've got green, blue, purple, and so many people aren't eating colorful food anymore. I mean, think about the last meal you had that was like full of color and vibrancy. Okay. Color has lots of nutrients in it. So think green bell peppers, red bell peppers, tomatoes, red onions, blueberries, strawberries. Eat the rainbow. Okay. So if you are going to take this tip and really run with it, I'm going to say, right, like stock up on all kinds of colorful foods. Go through the produce department and stock up on different things that you've tried and things you haven't tried. Okay. So eat the rainbow. So at breakfast time, maybe add those fruits in because they are high in sugar. We want to get them more in the morning versus late at night, but like lots of fruits, good protein in a solid like starch or a grain. Okay. Carbs are good. All right. So either rainbow. Lunch would look like a big salad for me personally, because I love salad, not because it's geared healthy, but it's because I freaking love salads. I pair that with salmon or chicken or ground turkey or, ground chicken instead of just chicken breast. So I've got lots and lots of colorful things in that salad. Like literally I just got done. It had cucumbers, it had tomatoes, it had red bell peppers, it had red onions. It had calamante olives because I'm a saltaholic. Like I try and add all the colors to the plate. And then at night, same thing. All right. And the third and final rule for when it comes to nutrition, things that I live by, is to have a plan. Okay. So this is probably the number one thing that I think women are not doing that would leave a big impact on their health and fitness journey, is they don't stop and create the plan for the next week. So about 9 years ago, I started food prepping. God, no, it was even further than that, like 12 years ago. I've been prepping for a decade now. So when I was learning how to food prep, I was so overwhelmed with it all. Right. I was like, oh my God, I gotta figure out what I want to eat. I gotta like count the calories and the macros with it. I've got to go shopping. And that's just a whole task all in itself with 2 younger kids. And then I've got to like come home and prep it. And then I got to eat it like, oh, right. And it's overwhelming. It doesn't have to be though. So instead, I break that down into baby action steps. So every single Wednesday, you can catch me with a pen and a paper and my cookbooks at my dining room table right after dinner. And I am making my plan for the next 7 days. Okay. So I literally write out Monday, this is what I'm going to eat. Tuesday, this is what I'm going to eat. Wednesday, and so on. And then I write out what I'm going to eat for my breakfast, my 2 snacks, and my lunches. And if you're like, how in the hell do you eat so much food and still stay so fit? Well, it all comes down to what I eat and then how much I work out. I work out a lot, you guys, not because I have to, but because I love to. So I eat a lot of food. So yeah, have a plan, get organized. Okay. Pick one night out of the week and create a plan. Pick another day out of the week and go shopping, and then pick a third day to prepare it and get it ready for the week. All right. Cool. All right. Moving forward. What are 3 biggest mistakes that women make when it comes to their fitness? All right. So personally, there's so many things that women are doing that they could really use like a BossUp upgrade when it comes to their fitness plan. Number one, I would have to say is that I want to encourage the women who are constantly doing all the cardio and they're not having any fun. Okay. So I want to encourage you to ditch the cardio, not all of it, but most of it, and instead add more fun movement into your lifestyle. So I like to take a lifestyle fitness approach to everything that I do. And I'll get to more of that here in a minute. But lifestyle means I need a little bit of everything, right? It's kind of like the buffet for fitness. So as a woman over 35, I need to do strength training, right? Not just to build amazing, sexy shoulders and lean muscle and have that toned look, but I need it to strengthen my bones. As I'm getting older, I want to reduce the risk of osteoporosis. So I've got to strength train. I also know I need flexibility and balance. I also need cardio, because cardio, yes, it's great for the heart. It's great to sweat. It's great to, get clarity. I get a lot of awesome ideas when I'm on those boring cardio machines. So we need a little bit of everything. So ditch all the cardio. Okay. Ditch all the crazy, insane boot camps that you're really not having fun with, and start to take more of a holistic approach to your fitness. The second mistake that women make is that they don't have a plan. All right. I literally have my book to show you guys. So I've been doing my fitness plans for the last 9 years, and every probably 2 or 3 months, I go to the store and I get a new book. And as you can see, this one is completely filled out, right? Like every day has something on it. So on Sunday, you can catch me outside, more than likely enjoying a cup of coffee, or in the evening, I'm enjoying a glass of wine, and I'm sitting there and I'm writing out my fitness plan. I teach my clients to do this. This way, when you walk into the gym, guess what? There's no more walking in and you're like, what should I do? I don't have a plan. What muscle group should I, work today? And instead, I guess I'll just hop on the cardio machine. How boring, right? Or you chicken out of walking into the strength training room. So I teach my clients how to create workouts that are actually going to produce them the results that they want, right? We want to melt fat. We want to look tone. And I teach them the simple habit of making a fitness plan for the week. Okay. And then another little added thing that I do is instead of a giant vision board, I also do a mini vision board for just my fitness journal. Yes, I'm a girl, and yes, I'm a visual learner, which is why this really helps me. But I love feeling motivated when I'm in the gym. And the third mistake that women make while on the fitness plan or while trying to get healthy and fit in the gym, is they go at it they go at it too hard, right? Who here has ever finally got the motivation to go work out, and you go and even if you just go to the gym and you give it like 100%, which is great. But if you can't walk the next day because you did too many burpees, too many squats, too many lunges, too many bicep, like if you can't even do your hair because you can't get your sports bra because your shoulders are killing you, guess what? You're not going to show up the next day. And when you're trying to build a habit of going to the gym every day, my goal is never to make you as sore as possible. There are some personal trainers out there that, yes, they do. They write plans and they're like, right? My goal is to say, okay, I want her to show up every day to her sessions. I want her to show up every day for herself in the gym. I want her to be able to go to the bathroom and not be in so much pain. I want her to go down the steps and not fall because her knees lock up. And I laugh because this happens even to the best of us. I know what I'm talking about here. So those are just a few mistakes that women make when they are trying to create a fitness, start a new fitness journey. Okay. All right. Moving to the next one. What are the biggest keys to my personal and professional success? Now, this question I get almost every single time I am being interviewed for a TV show or a podcast. It's like the number one thing that podcasters ask, right? Even on the BossUp Babes, I ask, what is what is the biggest key to your success? Or what's one bit of wisdom you would leave? And it all comes down to this for me personally. These habits, right, allow me to boss the hell up every single day of my life, whether it's personally, professionally, okay, whether it's in my relationship or whether it's in the gym, okay, it doesn't matter. These are the habits that allow me to have personal and professional success. Number one is a fitness routine that works for my busy lifestyle. Okay, that's important. I'm not going to touch much on this one. And what I mean by that, though, is that as a speaker, as a coach, as someone who goes to retreats and does all these fun things with her clients, I can't just stick to a workout plan that is tailored towards my gym. Okay, so I have workout plans that I can do from anywhere. I've even done workouts in an airport. Okay. So I honestly think that more airports should have like fitness rooms instead of smoking rooms, fitness rooms. But anyways, I help my clients, right, build lifestyle fitness plans so that they can take them anywhere. The second thing that I do is that it goes back to nutrition, is I eat foods that nourish my body and my soul and my mindset. Okay. Food gives us energy. Food fuels the body. So really be thinking about what you're putting into your body. It's going to make all the difference. The third thing that I do every single day that I literally started doing in 2019, it was my goal, is I wanted to become a more spiritual person. And I'm not just talking like going to church on Sunday or Wednesday. Okay. I wanted to become more, like led through my passion, my purpose. I wanted to be in full alignment. Okay. I'm I bring a lot of masculine energy, like that get shit done mentality, which is great. But there's also parts of me that I really needed to like slow down my life and learn to relax and learn to receive guidance. Okay. Cause that's the feminine energy. So my spiritual practice is sacred. It's just as important as my physical workout in the morning. So I work out from 4 to 6 a.m. I get home, I fuel my body, and I get ready for the day. From 8 to 9 a.m., I have an amazing spiritual practice. My spiritual practice includes EFT tapping, a business guided meditation, reading the latest book on my desk, right? And I've got like 4 of them that I'm juggling right now, reciting my affirmations, and writing down in my I'm going to get journal. Okay. And the I'm going to get journal is just me simply telling the universe what the heck I want out of my life. So did I start with this big of a practice? Hell no, right? That would have been overwhelming. And at the time, I would have been like, nobody has time for that. But now, over the years, that habit of that spiritual power hour has gotten longer and longer and longer. And I absolutely love it. And it helps me stay in alignment with who I want to be and what intentions I want to put out there. The fourth thing that I do, it's a huge key to my success, is staying positive. I literally have trained my brain to find a positive lesson in everything, every situation, whether it's a step back or a step forward. Okay. I always sit back at the end of the day and reflect. And I just got these cool new things. I used to put all of I call them hell yes wins on my whiteboard. But my coach actually told me about best self. And it says win the day. And it's at the end of the day, it just makes me think about all the positive stuff that happened in the day. Okay. But this too is a habit. And this too is scheduled into my calendar. It takes me 5 minutes to think about my day and all the cool shit that happened in it. Okay. That alone helps me create like a positive attitude, an attitude of gratitude, which pretty much like shields me against all the negative naysayers out there. Okay. And then the fifth and final thing, I'm not going to touch a lot on it, but I have a coach. In fact, I have 3 coaches. I have a speaking coach. I have 2 coaches in my mastermind group. And then I have a business coach. Okay. So if I want to get here, I want to go there as fast as I possibly can. And instead of taking the staircase, I take the elevator. Thank you very much. So I'll hire a coach and mentor. Okay. They hold me accountable. They support me. They give me great ideas and strategies. And in fact, I work with a lot of coaches as well. Okay. So coaches need coaches. And I'm telling you that right now, that like, that is 100% true. I would not be where I am today, making 30, 40, 50K a month, every single month without a coach and a mentor in my back pocket. Okay. All right. And the last final thing, I know I'm wrapping up here, is how do I stay motivated? That is a big question. I literally get this one in the DMs. Karissa, you're killing it. How are you staying so motivated? Well, first off, for me, motivation, it can run out. Okay. There's no bottle like magic potion at Walmart that, or at, Costco that you can go buy the gallon that you can drink to stay motivated. So I have, I've had to create self-motivation over the last decade. So 3 things that allow me to stay super motivated, whether times are tough or times are good. Either way, I do this. So number 1 is I connect with my why every single day, right? And I do this through my guided meditation. So remember my spiritual practice, I am visualizing what I want. I'm visualizing more clients. I'm visualizing better health. I'm visualizing a healthy gut, right? I visualize and I connect with my why every single day. And I ask myself, why do I want this? And I'm like, oh yeah, I want to leave an impact. God put me on this earth to leave an impact. So that's what I'm here for. So connect with your why every day. The second thing is I create mini anchors and I sprinkle them throughout my day. This is a fun tool that I teach my clients how to do within our very first session, because let's face it, we need little bits of motivation spread out through our day to remind us of what's important until we become so self-motivated. The third thing that helps keep me super motivated would be, I'm a woman who's very self-aware. There was once a time that I just numbed out any type of feelings or emotions with food or booze or even work. I'll be honest, like I was a workaholic. I numbed out my pain with booze. I smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and I hated my body so much that I just fed it all day long. I hated it. Okay. And I became a woman who is very self-aware. And that is a boss up babe mindset strategy, something I teach my women. So I know how to motivate myself, right? Whether it's watching a YouTube video, posting on social media, celebrating my successes, my calendar alone sets me up for success when it comes to staying motivated. Because there are days, you guys, I don't feel like getting up at 3:45 in the morning. There are days, let me tell you, where I'm like, I don't want to get up, but I remind myself of my why, and then I hit the reset and I get out of bed. Because I'm self-motivated, because I know how I'm going to feel after my workout. So I could go on and on about motivation, and maybe I'll do a whole show on just motivation. But for today, I'm going to end this podcast with that, is that, pick one of these areas, whether it's motivation, whether it's fitness, whether it's nutrition, and just start becoming a better version of you. Wake up every day and say, you know what's the one thing I can freaking do today that would leave the biggest impact? So let me leave you with this, a client success story. Ashley worked with me almost for 6 months, right? I mentored her and I coached her and I wrote her workout plans and I mentored her on nutrition and healthy habits. And she did phenomenal. I helped her build muscle. I helped her create healthy habits, and she worked on her limiting beliefs and that negative mindset that was originally holding her back. Ashley followed my proven weight loss system, and she showed up for every coaching call. And she said, I am in it and I am here and I'm ready, right? And she worked my program like a queen, and her results are amazing. She's lost over 100 pounds, and she's just fantastic. Like, she looks like a whole brand new person. So with that, you guys, I'm proud to have helped thousands of women confidently break free from their health limitations and become the unstoppable, queen. They are living their healthiest, most epic lives. If you are in a place that you need to boss up and get healthier, I want to encourage you to book that complimentary clarity call with me. And let's see if we would be a good fit for one another. All right. You can book that call in the show notes. There's resources down there. You can watch, my free training video on how to melt fat and increase increase muscle tone. You can download my, my recipe books and the Healthy Hustle Facebook group. The resources are out there, but it's up to you to show up, boss up, and thrive. All right, ladies, have a beautiful day.
Thank you for listening to Boss Up Babes with Karissa Adkins, bringing you tangible tips and expert coaching advice to help you boss up and get healthy. Tune in every Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com for interviews with industry leaders and powerhouse boss babes that will empower you to take action and live your best life. If you're ready to boss up and work with Karissa in one of her transformative group coaching programs, visit 365dailyhustle.com.